Buying a second-hand bike is an exciting time because it could mean finding a real hidden gem or an absolute bargain. But the path to pre-loved perfection is littered with potential pitfalls. Let me explain. I don't want to scare you, but there are some con artists out there. Be wary of vague adverts. If they can't list the parts on their bike, chances are they don't know that much about mountain biking. And be wary of non-branded parts replacing the original spec. What happened there? Did they break it, or are they trying to scam you out of some extra money? Always ask the seller a lot of questions, because if they can't answer them, then maybe they're not really that into mountain biking, and you don't want this to be a stolen bike, because if the police recover that bike, you ain't getting your money back. Beneath that glossy paint job could be a crack, a stress fracture, or a weakness just waiting to rear its ugly head. If you're buying a carbon frame, then check all of it. Check that paint job. You're looking out for stretch marks or jaggedy cracks, because that definitely means there's a crack in the carbon. Now, if you're looking at aluminium, do yourself a favor and check all of the welds for cracks if you're buying a used aluminium bike. And also, if that seller has a lot of huck to flats on his Instagram, be wary of that too. So what's more exciting than finding a bargain on eBay? Descending with no brakes, that's what. Leaky fluid by the levers or the calipers, paint peeling off the brakes, spongy feels, even worn out pads can all spell disaster. Don't let bad brakes put the brakes on your adventure. My advice is to encourage the seller to let you test the bike just in the car park to make sure everything's working well before you hand over your cash. Imagine saving hundreds on your new used bike, only to find out that that money is going to be taken straight back off you to pay for a whole new drivetrain. My advice is to take a chain checker with you when you go and pick up your new bike. Now, if it's reading at, say, 0.25, you might get away with just replacing the chain. But if it's at 0.5 or more, then that chain is severely stretched. And it means you might have to replace the chain ring, the cassette, the jockey wheels. All of it adds up. Well, you wouldn't buy the wrong size shoes just because they're a bargain, would you? Stay true to the size of bike you actually need and the style of bike you actually need. It's not a bargain if a bike is too big for you. Don't buy a bike just because it has great suspension, but it's an enduro bike, and what you really needed was a cross-country bike. It's not a bargain if it's not suitable for you. Wheel set woes. These are the unsung heroes, and if you encounter warped rims or worn out bearings, then you and your wallet could be in for a bumpy ride. Give them a good spin, make sure they're running true and straight and they're nice and smooth, and listen out for any telltale signs that the hubs may be on their way out or needing a service. And do check the rims for any dings or dents or cracks if they're carbon, and check those spokes as well to make sure that they're in good tension, because if you can't service these at home, then it's going to be a costly procedure that you won't want to add up on your used bike. And before I go, don't forget that knowledge is power. Do some research on the sort of bike that you want, any components that you specifically want, and what sizing you want as well, because different brands do have a different idea of what sizing is right for you. If you know what you want, then you'll be more concise and more precise when you're going to look for that new bargain bike. Anyway, let me know down in the comments below, if you bought second-hand, how did it go? Was it successful? Did you buy a gem in the rough? Was it a bargain? I want to know down in the comments below.